Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Earthlings, everywhere on planet Earth. This time tomorrow, I will be watching I think it's this time tomorrow, it's Wednesday today, isn't it? Thursday tomorrow. I'll be watching the last 3 episodes of the Harry and Meghan show. Now, someone sent me an email this morning with a link to a tweet of Christopher Boosie's from the 6th of December. And what he posted was, he said, new, Bryant MP discussed our research on the targeted hate campaign against Harry and Meghan during the hacked-off 9th annual Leveson lecture. He mentioned Yankee Wally, Murky Meg, and according to Taz. And yes, so he did. So I've been looking into Bryant MP, and he's a fascinating human being. I mean, I've just looked at his wiki page. He has been a Conservative in the past. He's been a Labour MP. He's had his phone hacked in the phone hacking scandal. If you read his wiki page, he was ordained, I believe, as a man of the cloth. He is gay. He's a wonderful human being. He's been, the man comes across to me as a very curious human being, and not the sort of person who will just doggedly dig their heels in and have one particular belief. So I listened to what he was saying, and he's based this section of the speech, which I will play under the fair use and fair dealing. I'll just play some of the audio where he mentions Murky, Taz and Wally. Now, I'm going to put this gentleman's name in the title in the hope that he gets to see this video, because Mr. Bryant, as a viewer, as a viewer of Murky Meg, according to Taz, and Yankee Wally, probably for about three years, maybe 4 years of listening to all 3 ladies, there is nothing hateful on any of those channels. Well, Wally doesn't have her channel anymore. Wally, and this guy, I think he's from Cardiff as well. And he's lived in Spain and he's fluent in Spanish. So it says. I mean, as you know, wiki can be dodgy. People can edit it. But I get he's a very well-rounded human being. Now, Mr. Bryant, I never heard anything hateful. I never heard anything racist. The reason I found those channels is because I was observing characteristics and behaviour of Meghan Markle that I recognised from a couple of problematic people that me and my family and my work colleagues have had in our lives for 12 years. So I'm pretty well versed with that sort of thing, and I'm watching her back then and thinking, is it just me? Something is off here, something is wrong. And so I searched her on YouTube, and I didn't immediately find those ladies. I found an American lady called Ashley, who sadly passed away this summer. And then I found According to Taz. And then through that I found Murky Meg. And through both of them I eventually found Yankee Wally. And what their channels really, what Taz and Murky's essentially are analytical, exploratory channels, as was Yankee Wally's. They explore what's going on, they dig in deeper, like royal correspondents do, but royal correspondents are highly restricted by the channel that they work for, whereas these ladies, being independent. Now, round about this time last year, Chris Boosie popped up on the scene, and honestly, my opinion of his behaviour on Twitter is that he is a troll. And what qualifies him or Bot Sentinel? Why are so many unverifiable statements made that nobody will go and check? I'll just play you what this gentleman says a little bit about it, okay? Just make sure the volume's up on that.
Million views and $3.48 million on the back of hateful and inaccurate material about Meghan alone. 3 YouTube channels, Yankee Wally, Murky Meg, and According to Taz, had more than 70 million views and earned $494,730, all on the back of hatred of Meghan. The same goes for UK newspapers that fill their online sites with
Now I can see where this gentleman's coming from. He's been given this information and he's taken it on face value. I'm not sure he's explored who is Christopher Boozy. What is Christopher Boozy all about? Because Yankee Wally is my friend. She's my best friend, actually. And she's a lady who lives in Wales with her cats, and her channel was harmless. It was harmless, Mr. Bryant. Please don't just automatically, blinkedly accept something that Bot Sentinel says. I would urge the newspapers, even though you're coming under fire yourselves, free speech itself is coming under fire. I would urge you to look into Chris Boozy, really look into him. Look up Nate the lawyer, a lawyer who is taking legal action against Chris Boozy. Look into Jason Goodman. Look up Sue Smith, another YouTuber. She is probably one of the most politically correct ladies on the internet, and she reports on all of the royal family. She was doxed by Christopher Boozy. He put her real name out there. She's well, I'm not going to say what she does for a living. She's in the medical profession. He put everything out there. He put her licence in jeopardy. He put out there that her son has autism. That's Christopher Boozy. Mr. Bryant, please, I beg of you, look into it. You sound like such a fair-minded man, and I think you've been duped, really duped. And I will be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, with my review of there'll probably be more than one review. Having seen that Chris Boozy tweeted that on the 6th of December, so really recently, I firmly believe that the names of those 3 YouTubers will most likely feature in the Netflix documentary tomorrow. And I think everybody needs to be able to have a voice to speak out in their defence and to counteract anything. People can't just put unverifiable statements out there for the world to hear. Who employs Chris Boozy? Where did he come from? Is he doing all this for free to give his company a platform as a demonstration of what he can do? Or is he actually being paid by Meghan and Harry or their PR team? If it does come out that he is being paid, then for me, that just confirms Harry and Meghan are a couple of online bullies and trolls. If it turns out to be that they have been paying this guy in any way, shape or form, after all the nonsense of them talking about kindfulness, compassionateness, well-beingness and all the other statements, then basically it will turn out, if they have had any financial dealings with Bot Sentinel whatsoever, they are no better than a couple of online bullies. Now, there have been bullying allegations made in the palace. It's turning into a theme. It really is. Further than that, I really can't say because I haven't seen the programme, and I will try and keep an open mind for tomorrow and see what they say and see what Christopher Boozy says, if he is indeed in the documentary, which it would appear he is from the trailers that we've seen so far. So I'll leave it with you. Look this guy up, Chris Bryant. I think he's an all-round pretty nice guy and a fair-minded guy. And I'm sure he's had a rich life experience. Please look into Chris Boozy and Daily Mail. Please, I know you guys particularly are coming under fire and you can't win whatever you say. But, and again, I repeat again, as I have many times, I can't believe I find myself in the position of defending the Daily Mail, who were an arch enemy of mine and Graham's for years. But being level-headed, fair-minded people, we can see when something is terribly wrong. See you later, guys.